I don't know if this was such a good idea. We're right in the middle of a patch of woods at a rest area right off of Interstate 80, and we've got tractor trailers lined up right below us and above us. This might not have been the best decision, but we're here, we're making it happen. All right. Oh my goodness. Hey, Tony here, Random Ventures 2.0. Where are we at? We are at a Pennsylvania rest area. So we're right off of I-81. No, this is I-80. We're headed to I-81, but this is the Cumberland County roadside rest area. So it just poured down rain about 5 miles off the road. I came down and I thought I got to hit a rest area. So I pulled in here. I don't think there's any more chances of showers coming. I just checked the weather, but I think this is going to be our home tonight. It's like 97 degrees, extremely humid, and I've got the Subaru Outback Wilderness right over there. I don't know if we're going to be able to sleep in that tonight because it's too humid. So we might take a look around here and see if we can disappear somewhere in this rest area. So let's check this place out real quick. So it's a typical rest stop, and it's on Interstate 80 on the way towards New York City. So we're not too far, I think about 13 miles or something from I-81 where it crosses over, which I-81 at that intersection, you head towards Scranton or down south towards Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But let's take a look at this, where the tractor trailers park on this side. Okay, so all the big rigs are gonna park down there. They got some steps to walk up to get to this bathroom. So we're on the trucker entrance side. If you have an RV, some people will park down there just because it's bigger spots. But already I've noticed that all of the lawn has just recently been cut, which means we're not gonna have to worry about a lawn crew stopping in the morning if we choose to sleep in one of these areas. But we've got to get all that discovered, figured out. But I do have something in the refrigerator that I can cook tonight. I'll show you what that's going to be. But let's take a walk on inside here and see what kind of vending machines they got. All right, so we got the men's and women's bathroom right there, and then right across it we got coffee. We got some snacks, and we got some drinks, your typical drinks. Looks like the snacks need refilled. And they do have the coffee, important, out of order. That's okay, we've got our own coffee. And your typical brochures and a map on the other side. But one thing I want to point out is there is, right above my head, a security camera over that door, and there's one on the opposite side of that door. We'll have to be cognizant of that. There is one on the outside as well before you enter. So we'll have to keep our coming in and going from here a little less obvious. Oh, look at this, a payphone. Some of you younger people don't even know what that is. Oh, looks like it's local calls, 50 cents. I haven't seen a payphone in a long time myself. And we are back out to the car side. So we have a couple cars still sitting here, but that's okay because we're not gonna look around too much. We'll kind of wait for them to leave. But I do want to check out this pavilion over here, and then there is a patch of woods right down there. Now, one thing about rest areas, they all have a fence that kind of go along the edge of their parking lot where you can't get into the woods. So that's an out option. So we're going to do something a little bit more risky because I do see woods over there on the exit and the entrance when we came in. So we're going to scout that out, but let me check this pavilion out real quick. So the parking spots end right down here at the corner, so that might be an option for us to park somewhere right in here. And like I said, there's fencing that goes the whole way around it, and plus that's a mountain that goes kind of straight up. But I'm liking this one here. I got a bench right next to it. And then our picnic table. So if it rains again, at least we got a spot we can hang out under. But we always have the safety of the car. But like I said, the thunder and lightning storms that were around just left. So that's why it's so humid. So sweaty. But what I'm looking at is right across here. I'm gonna sit down here for a second and show you this. We got a rig leaving. So they will be coming in as it gets a little bit later, maybe while we're cooking. But you can see two sheds right over there and a lot of opportunities, well, a couple opportunities to hang a hammock. But in that, right down there, that's looking like that might be a pretty guarded area with enough cover to slip in there and get a hammock going. There is that picnic table right down there as well. There's a lot of open space for trees, but I don't want to be hanging in the open if we hang a hammock. I'm going to sit here for about 5 minutes and see if any of those cars that keep coming in and out are going to stay, or are they moving through? Okay, there goes one. He's exiting, but there's another one that just pulled in near me. But the other white one's been sitting there for a long time, actually since we got here. But maybe they're just resting and going to move on. Nope, I thought it was exiting. It's a New York license plate, so they're headed west on I-80. Looks like they just pulled in and they parked there. Hopefully they don't stay too long, because that was kind of the spot that I was thinking of. Maybe they're just taking a quick pit stop. That's what most people do. They'll pull into a rest area. They pull in pretty fast because they usually need a stop at the restroom. So I'm going to sit here for about 5 minutes, figure out what I'm going to do. I got to get into the woods while it's still a little bit daylight, just to figure out if it's feasible. I'll take you in there once we go. Can you believe this drone, this tracking drone, fits in my pocket? This is the HoverAir X1 Pro Max. And I've been bringing it along on my adventures because I'm always looking for better ways to capture those cinematic shots without needing another person behind the camera. One of the things that impressed me right away, just how simple it is. I can launch it from my hand, choose one of the intelligent flight modes, and let it follow me while I stay focused on the adventure. Whether I'm hiking into camp, exploring a new location, or setting up the Subaru Wilderness Outback, it captures angles I simply couldn't get by myself. Like this one here, a bird's eye view. We've got the spiral. We've got where it flies out 30 and 50 and even 100. This X1 Pro will go out 100 feet, capture that video going out, and then fly back into you. I really like the spiral one where it starts out about medium and then kind of goes around you and then comes back down, kind of like you're in a little tornado. Now they do have a beacon and joysticks. You don't need those. You can just get the unit right out of the box. But I have the actual joystick and also the beacon. What makes this setup even more versatile is the beacon and joysticks. The beacon lets me monitor what the drone is seeing, and when I want more precise control, I can snap the one joystick for a one-handed operation or both joysticks for full manual control. Little screen on here when you're riding your bike, that gives you an opportunity to monitor exactly what the drone is doing. And what that does is it gives me the flexibility to let the drone fly itself or take over whenever I want the perfect shot. If you'd like to learn more about the HoverAir X1 Pro Max, the beacon and the joysticks, there's links down in the description. But if you are a solo creator like me, or just traveling around, or just want that perfect shot where you can be hands-free, this is the way to go. I think you're gonna love it. All right, well, let's get back to our random adventure. All right, here we go. I did give it a good 10 minutes. The car's still there. They haven't even gotten out of the car, so I'm just gonna walk like I'm stretching my legs. So we got these storage sheds right here. This is a really open spot, and I could get my hammock around here. But like I said, it's just too exposed up at this end. And we got some grass area. Backside of the sheds. I mean, if I had a tent, I could probably put it right behind those and stay overnight. But I got the hammock because I'm a tree dweller, not a ground dweller. Now, why is this side gonna be better? Because of this right here is the exit, and then that side right over there is the exit for the tractor trailers. My thoughts are people that are at the rest area are gonna be leaving. And if they spot me in here, the chances of them stopping is very minimal because they're concentrating on traffic, they're concentrating on merging with the trucks and everybody getting back onto I-80. So I think this is gonna be our best option. Let's see. Oh, we got a chipmunk right there on that rock. You missed it. All right, so this is open. I'm gonna look around and see what trees I'm gonna pick. I gotta get to cooking because we're losing daylight, but I wanna get the cooking out of the way, eat dinner, and then let it get darker, and then we'll hang our hammock. It's most likely gonna be a little bit in the dark. Oh, there's a tractor trailer just pulled in on the car side. That's odd. All right, well, let's see what we can find. I'll show you that, where we pick when we're ready to get in here and hang our hammock sneakily. Okay, I got my 2 trees picked out. We got a Walmart truck pulling in right there. Looks like that's gonna be our neighbor for the night. So I'm exiting down the lower side here. And we're just gonna step out into the grass and just kind of look like we're filming just the rest area. All right, let me head back up to the car and get some things figured out for dinner. There's gonna be another neighbor. Oh, this is gonna fill up quick. Yeah, I don't know why that tractor trailer came up on the car side here, but a lot of New York license plates. So along the outside edge is the pet area, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but just inside the woods on the other side of that bank is a link chained fence. That is the exit to the rest area for cars. And what I did is I came down to the second parking spot down here. I didn't want to park at this one because they got a rain drain right there, and it would be right at the back hatch of my car, and if I drop anything, I'm not getting it back out of there. All right, let me get some steak going. I did have a couple cars pull in, so I just been sitting here. They seem to like to come to this side. I don't know if it's closer to the bathrooms or what. Okay, welcome to the dinner portion of the program. So we're gonna use this to cook on tonight. This is a Fire Maple product. I haven't used this for a while, so it's gonna be good to get this back out. But it comes in this travel carry case. I think it's called Saturn? I forget, but it's good. Yeah, it comes in this little case here. I just pull it out. It's got a place where we can hook our isobutane propane tank too, so it's got little legs underneath of it. So let me get this set up and we will fire our dinner up. We got a couple people right over here. We got somebody checking their oil and someone talking on the phone. But that's okay because we got to eat. And what are we having? We are having, maybe you guessed it, but we're having a ribeye. But I am cooking it a little different today. I am cooking it on That is a non-stick stainless steel pan that I've been carrying around in the car. I use it at the house. This thing works amazing. So we're gonna set that right down on here, heat it up till it gets about 450 degrees before we put our steak in. And how are we gonna find that out? Oh, well, I picked up one of these too. An infrared meat thermometer, so I can check the pan before I stick our steak in there so we get a nice sear. And I'm gonna check the temperature. I want it around 450 degrees. Oh, we're getting close. It's 437, so it won't be long now. We just hit 489, so I think we're ready to drop this in. Here to the sizzle. This is a non-stick pan, and I've noticed with this one is that if it is hot enough and you put your steak on there, it's stuck down to it, but as soon as it releases, you can go ahead and flip it like we just did. All right, I think we're gonna turn that off. It is done. So we're gonna pull that off and throw it on our cutting board because we gotta get this thing cut up and get eaten. After we salt it and let it rest for a second. Okay, I think that's rested enough. We're gonna go ahead and cut it, but what are we using to cut it? I picked this up the other day. Look at this. It is a brisket cutting knife. So I know this isn't brisket, but I love this thing. And I didn't get a chance to use it on a brisket I made the other day because I didn't have it. So I ordered it, it came, so we're using it on our ribeye. We're gonna see how this works. I'm gonna go to my favorite end first. That's this fat cap that runs around it. So I'm gonna cut a little slice off right here. Oh, slices it like a butter. Oh, look at that end. You know what? Let me do a quick slice down the middle, see how we did. Now, I like it just above moo. I don't know if we got it there. No, we got that thing a little bit overdone for me, but ribeye, any way ribeye is done, is delicious. All right, let's take our first bite. Okay, here we go. So there are people coming and going, but we're just kind of hanging out, eating dinner. All right, that's pretty darn good. Yeah, it is. So I am gonna work on getting some more cut up. I'm gonna slice it all up, chunk it up, and just eat it all. Because I have been known to eat a whole ribeye, right? Okay. Salute. Yum. Okay, we are all cleaned up. I've got the backpack sitting at the back tire of the car. All the parking lot lights just came on, or the rest area lights. We've got another car over there. Some people are eating right now. And the car that was sitting there for quite a while, the guy was on the phone. A garage came and just picked up his car. They're actually getting it right now on the ramp. So we got to lay low, but we are all cleaned up and I'm ready to go as soon as we can. Yeah, we got a couple cars here yet, but they're leaving. I think if we're gonna make our move, we need to do it now. I'm gonna go ahead and lock the car up. I've got you on low light right now, so I'm gonna stand on the back here, grab my backpack. There's been cars coming in and out the whole time, so if we're gonna do it, we just gotta do it. I'm gonna spin you around and then we're gonna head into the woods right over there. All right, let's go. Good, that was the last car up here. I was just waiting for that one to leave. That's a good thing. So we're just gonna stand at the edge here for a minute. Wait for them to get down further. There's a tractor trailer leaving as well. All right. I don't know how much of this you're going to be able to actually see. I think it's showing up pretty good. We're getting just enough light off of the street lights going on to 81, but I'm having a little trouble seeing myself. I can't remember where we entered earlier. I think this might be it. I don't want to turn any lights on because I don't want to give our spot away. Let's stand here for a second. All right. Let's work down to the 2 trees I picked out earlier. You know, I'm seeing a lot of lightning bugs. It kind of opens up down here. All right, well, I think I can see it. Oh, yeah, those 2 right over there. So we got another rig coming in. So I only have, I'm packed very light. Let me turn this little light on. Oh, I think we're good for a second here, but I'm packed very light. Just the backpack, the straps, and the hammock. And I've got a tarp as well. It's not supposed to rain, I just checked. Let me get over here. Yeah, I'll have to set this up and then bring it back once I'm done. Someone just pulled in up at the top there, a car. And I see them walking to the bathroom, but their headlights were just shining right down here, which is good for a second because I could see my trees. We got a rig either coming or going. Is he staying? Looks like he's parking right there. All right, let me finish getting this hammock set up. Yeah, he's walking around his rig. Here comes another one. This is going to be a little more difficult than I thought. But we're going to get it done. We got one coming in right there. And then we got one leaving through the car part. So that's a shock that so many are using the car. I don't know. He's parking right there too. So I've got a couple more neighbors. They're going to be lining up all the way through there. Okay, we got our second strap. So I've got one light way over there that's coming through the trees. I'm going to go back to the backpack. A couple truck drivers walked by because they just pulled in. They're going up to use the restroom. They haven't come back yet. There's another tractor trailer going through the parking lot, the upper parking lot. Yeah, he's going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know. I'll let you know what he does. But he is backing up, going straight, backing up. He couldn't be confused. Or is he? He just backed up. He's going to park up there. Maybe the bottom part is full. I don't know how he would have known that unless somebody radioed him and said, hey, parking lot's full. Go in the car parking area. So now we got a neighbor on both sides. All right, let me get that hammock set up. It is hot and heavy. They are stacking up quick. All right, I'm going to pull this out and take it to the other strap. And then we'll be set up for the most part. Okay, time to give it a sit. And see how we got it. Oh, that is good. I'm going to turn a little light on so you can see me a little better. There you have it. So we're hooked to this tree and that tree right over there. You can't see them. I'll show you a little later. Maybe we'll take a look at it in the morning. But what I want to do is I'm not going to lay down right now to give it a try. I know this hammock, and as long as my feet can touch the ground, we're good. I don't want to lay down yet because I want to walk out there and see if we can see back in here. All right, let's go. We're just going to slip right out that path that we went out earlier today before we had dinner. Stop at the edge. And nobody looking. Let's just get out here into the grass area. Yeah, there's all the trucks right outside of our parking area. Just looking back in the woods. And it's pitch black in here. I don't see nothing. We're just right inside the edge. Yeah, we're just right on the other side of this. Yeah, I can't make us out at all. That's a good thing. All right, let's make one last trip up to the bathroom and then work our way back. We just want to let that alone for a little bit, make sure nobody saw us going in and comes and investigates. Oh, we got a car. They must have parked at the other end because they're heading on out. And no pets on this side, only on that side. Another no pet sign. I guess they're not allowed in the restroom. I do want to say that the bathrooms are nice and clean. Echo. And I have been in many rest stop bathrooms, and this one was actually really clean compared to some that I've been in. Kudos to the people that clean it. I know they work hard. Okay, I'm going to hang out here at the handicapped picnic table for a few minutes. I want to just make sure, you know, since we just went up here, we want to sneak back down there, but I want to kind of monitor the traffic. We got another tractor trailer coming on the car side, right behind me. He just hit the brakes. He's slowing down. And I know truck drivers, if you bought it, a truck driver delivered it. I read that out at Iowa 80 truck stop. So, what was it, last week? You would have seen the new Dolly Parton's, Dolly's Tennessean Travel Center. That was a lot of fun. So, yeah, and my birthday's July 27th. And 13 days before my birthday, I didn't know if we would do it. I was hoping we'd do it for my birthday. But we hit 50,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys coming along on these random adventures. It's been a little over 5 years since we started. And I want to thank all of y'all for, you know, all the different adventures, because the channel's grown from its early conception of the very first video called Coffee in the Woods. And through the stroke, through the accident out in Texas back this year in May, the stroke 4 years ago, and we are now at 50,000 adventurers who want to come along and see what we're up to. So thank y'all very much. I'm gonna wait for this tractor trailer either to stay there all night or pull up somewhere else, and then we'll slip back down to our hammock and maybe call it a night. We'll see. Okay, looks like he's heading out, and then we are gonna head on down to our spot. We got a couple more rigs coming in, so I think we're going to go ahead and enter from the top again. This side's a lot quieter and a lot sneakier to get back in here. We just got that one truck right there, but that's on the other side of those little pines. And there's just enough light that we can see to get down in there. I was going in right here. All right, we're here. I'm tempted to put the light on this real quick to show you what it looks like. Just got to wait for those couple trucks to get situated. Yeah, while he's parking, he can't see us. So let's get our little light out and light this thing up. All right, so there's our hammock right there. And that's where we're sleeping tonight. All right, lights out. I am laying down in the hammock now. We still got tractor trailers coming and going. Mainly coming. They're not going so much. But once they park, a lot of times they walk around their rig. I've got my little light on here because I'm getting ready to say lights out. We just had someone walk around the back end of their rig, and that's only 20 yards from where we're laying. We got another rig coming now. All right, well, I'm gonna lay here for a little bit and then I will see you in the morning. The sun is gonna be coming up at our feet, so I'll get you set up for a time lapse. Oh, he put the brakes on. I don't know what that's all about, but we're going to be hearing that all night long. Hopefully I can sleep good. I'll let you know how I sleep in the morning, and we will see you in the morning. All right, Tony 2.0, see you in the morning. What do we say? Lights out. Good night. See you in the morning. Well, I hear a few birds, but I hear a whole lot of traffic and trucks are running. Good morning. Yes, that was an interesting sleep last night. Last night when I had said lights out, it wasn't but about 3 or 4 minutes. I heard a truck door shut right over here, and I watched a guy walk to the bathroom through the woods. He never saw me, so I thought, well, I'll wait for him to walk on back. He walked on back, and I heard the door close, and I went, all right, now it's lights out. All right, it is 7 a.m. this morning. I had my top quilt out, but I did not use it. It got down to about 74 degrees, and I was very comfortable. Even though it was very humid earlier, there's a slight breeze that was blowing through here all night long, so I feel really good. What I gotta do right now is I gotta get up and get things packed up very quickly. I don't know how quickly, but I got to get things packed up. A lot of tractor trailers left already, but there's still a lot of them here yet. All right, well, time to get up.
What are you doing laying around?
Yeah, we got a lot of trucks on the upper side still. Yeah, that one truck when we saw come in here late last night, that Werner truck. We keep America moving. He's been there all night. There's another red truck that came there. When I looked last night, real quick, they were all up and down both sides of this, so we were completely surrounded by trucks. Yeah, there's our hammock. So let me get this set up or packed away in our backpack right here. I don't think we got to worry too much about being noticed anymore. So let me get this wrapped up and then we'll sneak on out of here. Oh, there's a truck leaving right now. Okay, we got our backpack all packed up. Everything's off the trees. Always look at the trees to make sure you took the straps off. I've seen people leave straps behind and also their ridge line. We got another truck just pulled in. So they must come in and out all day long, but I think a lot of them just haven't left yet. There's another tractor trail. I think we're about ready to make our escape as soon as he goes on by us. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the backpack, get it on. I don't know if we should go out that way or this way. Oh, I don't know if you saw the new shirt or noticed it, but this is the new official RA 2.0 t-shirt. It's on the merch shop. I think I put it on and made it available. I ordered one, and if I didn't, I'll make it available before this video. I ordered one after I made this and didn't make it available. I just ordered a sample to make sure it lined up right. Squirrel! Oh yeah, there's a driver walking over that way. All right, let me get this backpack on. Checking his truck out. We got another guy over there walking. So I think we're gonna go this way. This seems to be the safest way to go. All right. That truck over there left. So we just got Sleepyhead there. He's been here all night. Still sitting there. One look back. This was our spot last night. There is zero trash in here. I didn't see any the whole time I was here. If there was, we'd be taking it with us because leave no trace. Even though it's a rest area and they got people that pick stuff up, I'm sure if you bring something, take it with you. All right, well, I'm gonna head on back to the car and I will see you over there. Okay, well, that was fun. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. Hey, I want to say thanks a lot for coming along on these random adventures. I really do appreciate you, and I know a lot of you can't get out and do this kind of stuff. And I want to encourage you to keep coming along. We've got a whole bunch of videos that we've made, and we got a whole bunch of videos that we're gonna be making. So maybe car camping's not your thing, maybe hammock camping is not your thing, but we just added a whole playlist of America's iconic destinations. So next time, where are we gonna be? I don't know. That's the fun of it. It's a random adventure. So we got to get out of here and find our next place. every Thursday night a video. I will see you next Thursday. Until next time, you stay safe, you stay blessed, and I will see you on the next one. All right? Have a great week. Tony 2.0 out. I'll see you next time.